Oh, you're too short on morale to even move. That was a mistake for me to make. Because now you dribble a bit of attrition there. But I still don't want you to have much maintenance because you're costing me arms and legs. Then again, I could assemble you guys into 40 stacks, which would be kind of handy. Six on you, 5 on you, 6 on you, and the rest of you are just chopped liver, so I'll throw you over here. Organization, because I really want to beat up the Ottomans something fierce. How about Constantine, Jake? Oh, we are going to just murder the Ottomans with a bit of luck. Did Jake take quantity? Yeah, I haven't taken it in a very long time. It's not forbidden or anything, but it's just not something I want to have to rely on. But in this playthrough, you better believe I'm having it. Otherwise, we're a bit short on everything. At least the cores are going fine. How about that privateering, though? I'm interested in how much we're drinking out of you. Tons. That's gonna hurt them. They probably rely on that income. What a tragic shame for them. I'll need more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to you. And I'll want full refreshes of mercenary scum as well. But it's fine, we have the money. We have tons of money, and Savoy manages to sow discontent despite my counter-espionage. That makes me really very not happy. Let's just pull these guys away. Bastards. And they're still guaranteed by the Ottomans. Is the goal of this run to hit the money cap? If so, why is 14k sitting in the bank instead of being used to manufacture everything? The goal is not to hit the money cap, not at all. If I wanted to do that, well, I would just do it. Why do we have you guys just sitting around when you could be doing utterly horrible things to our friends over in Constantinople? Right, I need to start thinking how to beat you up. We'll have our 10th favor. Wait, I thought we already had it. Well, something ain't showing up right there. Still, people are keen to coalition me once again, but we can deal with that. You know, we can deal with all of Europe coalitioning us. Fun way to certainly tell the Ottomans to screw off after all. Okay, but at least they like us here. First round of heavies finished, Jake. Roger that. Wow, even France doesn't want to be our friend. What did we do to make everybody so angry, I wonder? Well, we could at least try to work on those outraged countries. There you go. We're friendly, don't you know? And go figure they want to embargo us as well. The Ottomans is our only valid rival left, but I want to get one last squeeze out of them before that goes down. Get our boats all stuck together in Gotland. Sadly, Muscovy is back on a bender. Probably won't be able to poke them with threats so much anymore. Not that we're looking for that. It's not a concern for us. I would be laughing quite a bit if this coalition fired, then they can deal with the Ottomans. Save me the problem. I'd hate to think that they're not getting favours because I keep privateering the hell out of them, which would be amusing to me. Guarantee France for giggles, Jake. No, I'm not using up any more of my Diplo slots here. Wouldn't mind having more subjects, given that I just ate one of them. poor Scottish debt, probably because I drain away their trade. And then there's Nitra's debt, but that's Nitra's problem. Okay, so the English Channel is getting a little ravaged by pirates. We could hunt those pirates. Would certainly... well, it's worth the money to me, given the amount that that cuts into my income. I guess people are just returning the favor here. Lubeck doesn't get that treatment, but this certainly does over there. So how much would we need to deal with that? I mean, a simple 10 should do it, right? Leave no doubts in their minds that they can't do that to us. Heavies will be finished very soon. I'm getting close to manpower cap, but we're not quite near force limit. I think I do want more ultimate cannon stacks around here. But really the ones taking the front line should be filled with merc scum. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if they're merc scum or not. The Streltsy are pretty good in their own right. But I mean, merc scum are merc scum, and it's not like we're hurting for money. More batches of 20 mercs, please. We're gonna need them. Are the Ottomans still in debt? Possibly. Let's get a quick glance at that. Oh, well, we can't because we're busy improving relations here. But I could always pull somebody back. Who's close? You're kind of close. There's no need for people to be coalitioning us despite the triple-digit aggressive expansion. Just chill out, everyone. I am a friend of Europe. I am Europe. Okay, so we got that. I don't think that number is really adding up. Tell me, do you want to join in my wars? You kind of do, but kind of don't. I'm not really willing to pay off that huge amount of debt you have. But I don't have what I need to... Yeah, I could promise you that land, but then Calm would... Ooh... Calm would be made co-belligerent, which would probably call you in, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, get to work. Oh, I thought that would bring in Ming, but it did not. Oh, what a fool I am. My plan was to make the Ottomans utterly exhausted in this fight. Can you show the New World? Yeah, it's looking pretty... Hang on, I thought this belonged to Friesland. I was really certain that that belonged to Friesland. Oh, that's it. It was just blending in with Chickasaw. It's an interesting one, because we have some really good Native Americans holding on. And the south is looking awfully Paraguay, but that's all Portuguese. Why is he attacking Delhi? Is it part of the Hansa now? What isn't part of the Hansa? No, I want the Ottomans to get to work. I was really part of the plan was to bring in Ming, since I made Kama co-belligerent, but that didn't work. Thinking about that, it would have probably been better to fight... to fight who exactly? You were guaranteed by Delhi, so it would have been better to fight you. And then it would bring in Delhi and Kham. You didn't have any other allies, but whatever. The Ottomans can get to work. That's fine by me. But I think it's time we started lining up. How are those boats of mine doing? I want you all over here. You guys, you don't need to be so cautious. Get to work. Why fear? I do, however, want more cannons, even if it's very expensive. That's acceptable. Our land is very safe after all. Monetarily, this is going to be a bit of a pain. Oh yeah, also my everything got kicked up a notch. Well, that's fine. Well, no, you know, why spend all that money when you really don't have to? I should learn to be a bit more frivolous. Also, I want my subjects to chill out at home. Stay in your own territory. Way back in your own territory. And we don't need those forts active, come on. Except potentially the ones over here, just in case our friends make a sneak attack. But come on, we're talking about Delhi and calm. I think we'll be fine. Now get to work, Otto scum. We'll be good. Funny, you'd almost think I'm activating the forts that would safely keep the Ottomans out, but I don't know where you get that idea. Generals are dying, unfortunately. However, we need to tech up. Tech 27 is good for infantry, but it's not a must-have. Great frigate is also nice, but not a must-have. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to take it. Let's not have unbalanced tech around here. The Frisians wish to rise up. Wait, where would the Frisians even rise up? Answer me, game. Okay, around here. Well, let's have these things somewhat active then. Because I can see them getting on our nerves. Greencoat infantry and lancers, apparently. Always go with aggressive shock. And that anti-piracy, chase the pirates away. Sadly, the English are still doing their thing because they still have boats. Yeah. Well, good on them. At least they make a bit of dosh themselves. The plutocrats still want to coup me. Aren't they going to stop that? Yeah, the admiralship thing is going to go away momentarily. So we're good. I mean, Delhi's no small fry. They own the rich part of India. They have the home advantage and they have some abusive forts. Now, tell me about your cannons. I don't think they have the added strength from back row, but it's pretty hard for me to tell. It is nice to see you getting ravaged, though. We got any more battles? I should have taken a closer look at that battle to figure out the Ottoman modifiers, but I didn't. Could tell those rebels of mine to sod off, but there's no need for that right now. Okay, now the Delians are running away a touch. War on two fronts because they got the Oirats going for it as well. It's okay, I guess. Excellent. Well, lots of things are currently excellent. How much dev do your subjects have? Make you develop them to 250. That would be a lot of developing, and I'm not willing to go that far. Scotland's the closest at 216. Yeah, well, actually, it's kind of tempting, since they do have a lot of low development land. It's just not in great places for developing. Up there in the cold north, or here where there's disgusting Scottish Irish. And down here is okay, I guess, but no, I'm not willing to spend that just to get the next bonus sooner. Really close on our own force limit, which is rather nice. I just want the Ottomans to invest just a bit more here, you know, push into Delhi a bit. There's no need for us to... Whew. Discipline is good for the late game. Morale is also good, but discipline is going to be what we need. Yeah, good job, Ottomans. You keep that one up. need an admiral over here for what you do. But I want you guys merged together here, because I don't want to fear for you later on. Merge together, I will get you that wonderful admiral, and you guys will privateer together. That way you're relatively safe. But I still want Constantinople butchered by pirates. The Ottomans can't afford to get all that. Just while we made our navy guy just before that that hit came in. Savoy seems to have straight out inherited Bohemia there, which is a bit odd. Looks like he hasn't been upgrading his forts, which is excellent news for us. I'm just really hoping that this is enough to take down the Ottomans, because they have a pretty heavy going fleet there. Aragon also trying to do their best to privateer. Any policies you could throw in for the final showdown? Please remind me about that later, because I will want weapon quality standards. And wow, I forgot about agricultural cultivation. That's going to be useful for the force limit if we go that far. Actually, it's all looking really good. Why don't I just take this anyway? I know it costs 1 admin, but the next admin tech is ages away for us. And it's a fat load of dosh. That's such a good policy for economics. Holy smokes, so is that. Oh man, so are you. Oh, wow. Ooh. Getting it over my head here. Trade efficiency plus 20%, but I will want weapon quality standards. Production efficiency and trade efficiency. We're about to make buckets of ducats. Well, I mean, that just shot up our income by like 40 ducats a month. Probably a bit more. Don't forget the war exhaustion reduction. We get that from being Defender of the Faith. Good lord. That's some money and a half. These guys will just back up. Always better to grab the ones that actually have some artillery to bring to the fray. According to the interface, you can still upgrade some of your heavy ships. Those are all 3-deckers to me. I think what it asks me to upgrade are my frigates, which I'm not so caring about upgrading. Actually, I don't really know the difference between them, do I? Trade power 4 from heavy frigate, but what's a great frigate? What is a great frigate? Trade power 5, that's borderline significant. But it's also money, and you know, I'm a bit strapped for cash these days, so I'll have to give it a miss. Jake, are you going to war with the Ottomans? Absolutely. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity, although I should probably start getting my troops on the border for it. Most of these things can handle our units, so it's okay. 17 armies. There we go. We can sort them out a bit better later on, but for now they move into position. And, you know, if the Ottomans happen to be exhausting themselves in Delhi, then what a terrible shame that would be. I'll have a hard time getting through this. Prince of our people. Actually, that unrest does seem pretty tempting, because I could do without it, but I think we have more important matters to deal with. Also, the Flemish and Calais wish to rise up. I should probably keep that active. And these guys are on rebel crushing duty, so you just defend the homeland and we're good. Just drink that attrition on our death march down there. Oh, they won't even break my alliance because they trust them too much, even though they trust me as well. Savoy has become my enemy again? Wasn't looking for that. They must have gained some strength, or a lot of hatred. I'm looking for revolts to definitely not cause me issues during this. So it's a shame the likes of Colne wish to rise up, but what can you do? Well, we're trying to convert, but doing the best we can here. I am grateful for your military genius there, but I am really hoping that the Dr. Afdish Sublimely Magnificent takes over, because I'll take 5 discipline over 5 morale in the late game, well, really in the any game. You're just our raw units, so you take a step back. What I need up front are the units with the cannons, which is unfortunately very difficult to differentiate now. I'm sure that tiny amount of attrition isn't going to cause us too much harm with you being there. Although I wanted you there to be moving around, I also kind of want you here so that we can make better use of our naval supremacy that I assume we're going to have over the Ottomans. We may very well not, and if we don't, that's really bad for us. To the point where I'm actually going to split off half of you and tell you to go join up with these guys. Because I do have a little bit of a feeling that when it comes down to it, the Ottomans' 37 heavies are going to at the very least give us some issues. Not quite willing to buy more of them though, even though I probably should. It's too late now though. Go on, get flooding into Delhi. I want to see a fight here. Can't be a historical Hansa borders run without Constantinople. You having a joke? Alright, go for it, Ottomans. You need to take Delhi. Although, to be honest, this war won't be over until we have that, which may take a wee while. I wonder if I'm going to regret not having the extra training fields, but there aren't many places to put them that still gives me a reasonable amount of manpower. All these are baby amounts of money, because it's not in my state lands. And just manpower development overall isn't too great for me. How's the Otto Scum manpower looking? Yeah, we should take a look at them here. Well, we've built up to now be the biggest guy around. They have tons of manpower, but they're not relying on mercs yet. But they are also in a bit of debt, and hopefully crushing debt as this goes on. Yeah, the Ottomans enjoy 3 loans. That is not in any way crushing. I feel a bit fragile having like a 20 stack there. The Ottomans can still run in on this side. But I'm looking to secure this. Just, jeez, that's a lot of boats. Maybe it's awfully... What I'm saying is I shouldn't just assume mine will be better. I want a naval advisor. Morale of navies, that's just what we want. In topsy-turvy land. At least our income is insane. And the real question is, why am I not just having every last merc I can? We can afford it. Hell, we can afford tons of them. How much land are you aiming to take? Take? I want to break. I am not so benevolent that I will simply let the Ottomans away with taking their land. Alright, on comes the coalition, but why should I be scared of this? I'm not, that's the thing. And it's a good opportunity to get that Patriarch Authority up and up. Oh my, Delhi doesn't look so hot. But I doubt Kham are so willing to give up the war just yet. It's fine though, lets me do yet more of my own conversions as we pass along. These 20 stacks though really should be formed into 40 stacks. Same with these guys. I'm sure there are people saying, stop building up and just do it. Well, we're getting there. I want to see a battle between you two, get a good scope out of the Ottomans though. They are at Tech 27, which is unfortunate for me because I am not, but I soon will be. Also, they paid how much ahead of time for that? Quite a lot, I would wager. Pure Merc infantry stracks, literally just throwing money at the problem. So that's what I like. Ah, people are sodding off away from that coalition. I don't know if it's because they are happy enough with me now. Surely not, Friesland. Yeah, surely not. But that's okay. Once this war is over, and that war is going to be over, the Ottomans are going to feel the burn. Sadly, I can't do much since we're allied in a war together, even if I wanted to. Which means I'd have to finish off Calm. Oh, Calm would take White Peace. That's kind of good. In fact, that's kind of an ample opportunity to go in and crush him as we speak. So everyone seems pretty ready on the borders. I should probably hold this. He has no boats snooping around here. And then just be ready to go in and crush him with every damn thing that I've got. Now I don't have this, but I will have it this year. Just means our infantry fire considerably less good than they do. So I need to... What do I need to do? Actually, there's a lot of diplomatic things that I need to do with the Ottomans. And that's going to buy them time to run back home to us. Dissolving the alliance would cost a whole load of stability, which is unfortunate. And I can't help but feel we could exhaust them a bit more in this war. But why worry about that, really? I'm actually going to... Oh, of course I can't take this land for them if I'm trying to white piece the suckers out. And I don't want to take money away for the Ottomans there, that would just be silly. So we piece this out, and then I've got a whole bunch of things to do to the Ottomans, which means I'm going to need some diplomats for it. But we can save a little bit on this. So for one, I'm going to end this war. Wonderful, right? Oh, that was just with Calm. What the hell am I thinking? The war is with Delhi. Well, at least we know that now. I really don't need admin where I am. Prestige will be useful for the war, though. Well, we're thinking late game here. There's no need to worry ourselves with casual thoughts like that. I really hope you can hold this. Our fort finale is done over there. It's time to start paying for our own ones. We're already paying for our units, which is good. We are, as we said, literally throwing money at the problem here, which is also potentially good. I'm wishing I'd kept the cavalry now. It made it easier to distinguish who was who there. So you want out of this war now, right? You won't give me anything because we're losing war score for not controlling Delhi. Well, we are kind of close to having Delhi. Still, it keeps you all dealt with, so farewell. Just in time for Cleves to rise up. Shame it wasn't Cologne, but I'm dealing with that either way. Oh, I'm short on generals. It's like choosing between generals and the mill tech. But we have good army tradition, so that's pretty damn awful. We can do better, right? Yeah, barely. And then we label you as our most hated rival, Otto Scum. That breaks the alliance with them, and we're going to cancel our military access through them, and then they're going to die. Hopefully they don't make any awesome alliances between now and then. Like, suddenly find the ally Savoy and the likes. I'm gonna have you guys together actually, just for added protection. No, that's silly. We gotta throw everything we can into this, so we will. I know that we're not gonna hold it. not until we control one side ourselves. Also, it seems that they are at war with Ethiopia. They just started one. I mean, that is hardly going to be a huge distraction for them, but it will be a distraction, and every little is going to help here. Because Ottomans, it is time for you to die. Fair. I'll be having that back, thanks. Oh yeah, the war exhaustion. That will hurt my absolutism to get rid of it. But only a little bit. I mean, what's a couple absolutism points? Here we go. Why was that so expensive for me? My huge reliance on Streltsy, of course. And I'm glad somebody's reminding me for that extra admin policy. Okay, you're going down now, Auto Scum. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Auto Scum. Plenty of garrison here, though. They'll be chewing on this for a while. In fact, why don't I make them chew on it for even longer? Oddly enough, I actually made this a state. Don't have any spare ones going, sadly. I would if I was at this, but the point is they can enjoy eating that for longer. So, onwards and upwards. So it begins. First things first, for you guys, I really would quite like to take Constantinople as quickly as possible. Then we can take Edirene and keep this straight block. That'll give us a lot more maneuverability. This has got to fall on the double, so in you go. Otherwise, we move on in. Let's not be scared of attrition. Let's not be scared of anything. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, and possibly large numbers of Ottoman forces. I've still got 20 stacks lying around. There was another 20 to go with you, right? There we go. Otherwise, press on, proceed. So this is where a lot of it comes down to. Can we win the naval game? It makes our life a lot easier if we can. We've got a ton of heavy ships and some pretty standard engagement width, actually, sadly. But our morale is far superior to that of theirs. Shouldn't worry too much about these guys. Just get yourselves over to Constantinople and pray that they don't have backup coming in. Naval engineer, that's just what the doctor ordered, I suppose. And I want you guys in there as well with another general. It'll take a while for us to do all this, but that's okay. Alright, this fort has got to go. We'll do all we can to take it. France is in on this as well. Yeah. Oh no, they're really going to destroy Normandy. Guffaw. You know, actually we could snipe France out while we're here, but that's only if people are willing to give us access. Oh, they are. Well, that's cool. I'm only too happy to eliminate France from the equation. Someone's got to take Paris. Might as well be me. Abdicate king for 5% discipline, Jake. Not if I have to lose all that morale from having prestige, I won't. He'll die anyway. So how many cannons do I need here? 20 is good. Well, we have 20, which is also good. 1 and none. So you get over to Constantinople to help it as well. I want that place dealt with. Aragon, you arsehole. Okay, well, all those outraged countries could stand to be outraged a little less, because boy did we anger the world with that. Yeah, it'll be fine. You're not blocking Silistria. This is a good point. It's a pretty damn good point, actually. We could stand to, for one, merge you guys together, and for two, have a few of you help out with blockading that. Not sure if that'll be enough. They might actually focus on the other ones. Yeah, French are dead. There we go. Okay, that certainly did it. All these jingles, though. Brings a tear to my eye. Now, unfortunately, we got straight away bamboozled by the disease, but hopefully we can break on through to the other side. There is a train of thought that says start working on this, but I'd rather, if anything has to happen, I want them to deal with our defenses. If I take these, then I'm going to be hovering over these level 2 forts that I do not want to concern myself with. You guys be defensive. I am not looking for you guys to go out and get yourselves killed. I am looking for Constantine to fall, and with that, we can take Iderine and rush our way through this. If the good Lord will actually let us. Do I have a backup? Yes, I do. You guys start working it from the other end. I know the fort isn't pretty, but get to it. Hopefully you're fine on your own. I don't think they have a lot of units over on this side. But once we have this taken, they won't be getting any more other than what they recruit. The Hungarians are glad that we're at war with Ottomans, but not glad enough to give us military access. You can provide ample backup. I want you to have at least some kind of fighting force over there. So with this down, we can work on what there is here, since the Ottomans are not going to cross. And Paris won't last forever. Neither are a mill power at this rate. Do I have anybody that's actually not that good? It's sad that I'm so reliant on siege pips that I'm willing to keep you around. You, however, you're a disgrace. Okay, knowing that this is safe means we can just wrap this up. Of course, there they go, and they are now having their big feast over on these forts, which isn't actually going to stop them from going around it. So it's worth keeping that in mind. It's just there to keep them busy. It's not of any strategic importance to us, other than keeping them busy, of course. Whilst we're here, let's take down all the forts we can. It'll make moving around here a lot easier. And I guess I could be bringing in extras. I actually don't see a good reason not to have you guys put onto the boat and fighting alongside. Whatever gets us all this in a jiffy. Actually, why even dock there? I could drop you off over at anything here, and I might as well make it that pathetic fort. Oh, that took no time flat. Well, carry on. There's no reason to give them any advantage here. After everything the Ottomans done to us, you know, helping us out in wars, ensuring we're free from the Muscovite yoke. God, they were awful. Let's not forget domestic affairs, of course. Gotta get everything converted. The Hanoverians wish to rise up over Meppen. What is even Meppen? The French are a joke. Couldn't you go and wipe them with the rest of your armies, Jake? No, we have to make sure that they suffer through this, and suffer they shall. It's all come down to this. Eventually I might even get called for pizza, since I already have their capital. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay, so we've gotten you. It's high time to start filling out and taking what else is left. So I don't want them recruiting units over here, which is most likely exactly what they'll do when they realize what I've done. So that feels rather nice. We'll have you just stand and watch from the capital, and then there is a temptation to actually move in on this front, I'm not going to lie, but I just like having a reasonable defense here instead, because once this is done, then my entire army can do a two-pronged offensive. Two-prong offensive. Then again, this isn't very good. I should have put my forts forward a bit, because they could walk right into here and then go over to here to this not particularly great fort. It's level 6, it's not too bad, but still not great. Perhaps we should take the Krim whilst we're here. Would also be pretty sweet, since we have all this everything, to get a better eye on the situation. So with some boats here, there, and everywhere, we'll be able to see exactly how they're moving. And we'll be able to see anything coming in Azov. Don't know what these guys are doing. They're just chilling though. Alright, well that being the case, why don't you move in and take Azov? I'm going completely back on what I just said, but that's okay. It's okay. Grab Kosovo, Jake. Yeah, stripping them of 2 income per month is going to be catastrophic against the Ottoman income of 274 ducats a month. But what I could do is start collecting in Constantinople with one of my less useful traders. The guy that's transferring from Rhineland comes to mind. On the other hand, no, I do want to transfer from here because otherwise... Oh yeah, I get all of Scotland's power. Okay, maybe the Great Horde will take it off. Whatever the case, I'm using the Rhineland guy to collect here. That money becomes mine. Isn't Wallachia in this war? If so, 30k are coming. The Wallachia are not in this war. I perhaps should not keep my transport so easily scuppered. Do love how they're having to deal with all this. If we even manage to burn down these forts of theirs, we could rush in and liberate all of this, get some easy mountain battles on our side. And well, we just get all of this. Oh boy. And a fort went down as well. Was I paying attention to which? Better believe I was. Here we go. Now you guys can move in. Dalmatia's down. Belgrade will fall. Would be kind of nice if I had some tiny little crappy guys to deal with the others. They're all mercs, they'll be fine. We're good, right? Got up at 6 AM to see this Jake stream, and I arrived to find him crushing the Ottomans. Rock on. You know, Yo-Yo 192, there's something really strange about hearing that, because every time I do a stream, I get lambasted with everything I do wrong. So being told to rock on is an interesting and nice thing to hear. So thanks for that. I'm sure I'll find uses of these guys in a moment. Okay, Azov is down. If we do similar thing to Mayar, we could actually have something useful on our hands here. A little dubious running in with so much, but we'll do it anyway. We'll do it live. The idea of liberating these mountainous forts is kind of appealing right now. They all fall down, it's like bloody lemmings. Okay, they're making some progress there. It's extremely tempting to march straight down if I could just get a couple of stacks that have cannons on them. Unfortunately, Krim is using up some of ours. But there's nothing saying that Krim has to have all those cannons. I mean, I could easily switch you out with pure merc scum, and then we go riding on in. A couple of cannon stacks. Well, you're a cannon stack, aren't you? Yeah, I would take Mayar. We'd need more than that, though. Hell yes, we need more than that. Let's actually figure that we're going forward with that idea. That notion, if you will. Might even be faster to take you by boat. Get a good aggressive individual on the case. Oh, of course you're over there. Harumph. We're gonna save Georgia. It is Hanseatic land after all. I am leaving some of these guys really quite dangerously alone, but that's okay. we will survive. Might be even faster to get you over to Batum. On the double, guys, we are not afraid of attrition here. We make tons of everything. Dalmatia is down, you're going down as well. We can eat up some of this other rubbish as well. Oh god, let's not go that way. That stack has got to die. Come on, Ottoman. Don't make me feel too clever for what I've done. As long as that fort doesn't fall right now, which of course it doesn't, because it's one of my forts, aka best fort. Bit disheartened that my cannons can't arrive in time, but... Alright, Paris is down. That should be the end of France. They surely don't want to stay around if they're... Well, damn. Berry's got to fall as well to prove the point. I think we're overkilling here, and whilst I maintain there's no kill like overkill, maybe you guys should hang back just a little bit, whilst we should keep these guys somewhat helped out, with a few speckles of merc scum to take care of the rest. Yeah, I got 30k held back, don't worry about it. That's what we want, and you go. And it's not impossible that we need backup, because they've got backup. That's some good discipline there. I won't argue with that. Your absolutism is pretty good. It's almost as good as mine. But morale-wise, Ottomans, you can't compete. How's their war with Ethiopia going? I assume pretty good for me, but good for them as well. Alright, that sent them packing. We were not only able to have Georgia as a distraction, we were able to make the most of it and actually liberate it as well. So Mayar is down. Unfortunately, link up all their land up here as well. But if I held Sarai, I could keep them down in that respect as well. These wee speckles of units can be used to just take over things here and there. Unfortunately, it's all infantry, which is dangerous. But we can live with the danger. Love the danger. Fan-bloody-tastic. Yeah, they've got their own level 8 mountainous fort there as well. It's a good start, but it is only the start. The Ottomans span 3 continents here. Getting flashbacks to when we fought the Byzantines when they owned pretty much the world. But we were not scared of Zaworodo then, and we will not be scared of it now. Keep it moving. Supply is not great around here, but I'm not sure if I'm in a good position to push the advantage. But we could start making headway here. We're in an alright spot for it. Get that siege on it. Know that you have backup. And then, who knows, Anatolia could well be ours as well. This is a risky thing to leave to their own devices, though. So too is leaving the Ottomans to die to their own devices. Farewell. Not risky for us, of course. Seems that Jake is the first person in history to learn how to use the Caucasus region. Well, they're made to be used and abused. Perhaps I should invest in more than 3 whole merc scum for sieging all the little places. Right, but I am not up for faffing around here. Those walls, they fall. Don't need your eyes there anymore, so help out with the blockades. Alright, Anabalu is down as well. Which means what for you? Well, it's a cannon stack that I've now freed up. I could always work on the islands, but that is so far from a priority for us, it's unreal. Could also start hunting down their fleet, but I think I'll wait until we have more of their coastline occupied. Then they'll have limited places to run to, and then we could probably jump in with marines and take them out. There are no marines in this game, but whatever. Let me have my imagination. With you guys down, I would just like to take this. Those forts still get in the way, so we're still pressing the advantage we have here. Damn shame we don't have more cannons on this side. I thought I was being a clever cookie by limiting my number of cannons. I see now that that's actually going to work against me here. So take that whilst you can. I'm split up. Yeah, my eastern attack is not nearly working out as well as my western. Yeah, they're trying to block me from taking that. Worth keeping in mind. I mean, we can unblock that, but holding this is pretty useful. But it's not the be-all and end-all. Maybe we should poke them a little bit. Iodine is a pathetic fort. Let's make it our pathetic fort. Any luck on seeing Karaman back on the map? Their cores are long gone. All Turkish cores, apart from the big mans, are gone now. Right, we don't need much here. We can honestly leave a couple of galleys and be fine. They have no naval units to break through here with, so we'll work on our blockades. Means we can also take down this stuff. Wonderful. Push that blockade. The Turks don't stand the ghost of a chance. Belgrade is down. I say down and not out, but you'd be wrong. Get the cannoneers. Anybody with a cannon, I want them over there. They're going to be handy. I will want you over there as well, as luck would have it. And you've got cannons as well. Onwards. As do you. Onwards. We have the advantage, we should press it. Okay, they really want to take the Caucasus. Just like history, God knows why anybody wants it, but they still want it. Let's take advantage of that. Start pushing them. Now, bear well in mind, the enemy is not really going to feel much war exhaustion for a long time, even though we have much of their European holdings in our firm grasp. But the AI keeps getting that lovely reduction on very hard mode to their war exhaustion. Alright, Sarai won't last forever. It's yeah, of course we don't have any cannons up here, which is a big no-no at this point in the game. Huge no-no. Alright, you guys get over there. I want to start making them feel the pain. This is fine. I mean, I would really like to make my way over to Corfu just to mark the end of this. Corfu has a pathetic little fort on it, to the point where one of these guys will be able to manage it. Let's just get all of you over there so you're ready to take it at a moment's notice. If they run in and kill us over in Batum, then that's a shame for us, so I really want Trebizond back in our control. Yeah, back, as if it was ever really ours. We will have extra Streltsy to call upon if the time is... the time is what? The time is dire, I suppose. Sort of Austria, you did nothing of good for me, so I'm not helping you out in your time of need either. Check how bad is their devastation. It's probably not looking good. It's looking awfully red around here. It's only 4% or so, but it'll get worse as time goes on. And to put it mildly, time will go on. They have a fort there which kind of negates your use. We will keep you there for need be. I like that patriarch authority, and I like France being gone. Paris should probably belong to Scotland. Just a suspicion. Wow, you don't want that? Your individual war score isn't that hot, so don't get ahead of yourself. For so long, people have failed to take Paris. I am looking to buck that trend. I guess the French think that they can hold on because they have so many people also involved in the war. Huh. Yeah, damn, they got a lot of stuff overseas. Mostly in Canada, though, and who even thinks Canada is worth having? But if I were to take Paris, not that I want to, but let's say this is Rostovian land now. A lot less of an issue. Just stand in Paris and look pretty. Okay, they're unable to take the Caucasus. Looking at their military might, they're still a force to be reckoned with, but their manpower is going down. And damn, we have puffed out our chest and then some. They're still eating loans though, which is good news for us. Let's get over there even if we don't have siege for it. Once you go down, we'll have a lot more freedom of movement here. The blockaded strait is not such a big deal anymore. So let's go and crush some enemy boats. We're going to regret not having a half-decent... you go there as well. They're going to regret not having a half-decent... There was something I was getting at there, but I've already lost it. They're still going to regret, though, which is all I'm looking for. We'll get that tech, it's pretty important for us. What happened to our gentlemanly officers? Alright, here's hoping we still have it when it comes to the seas. We should, though. But we probably could have gotten some health back. Can't fight the system. They're still blocking us from going across, so let's do it now. Shame we have no cannons to help out with this, but it's only a level 2 fort. That's fine though. Get back to Constantinople and heal up there. This is all fine. Oh, that's right, we took you, so now we can start liberating the Caucasus once more. With you, though, you're not going to liberate a wet paper bag. You, however... your fire still is garbage, but it'll do. Right, extra cannons, they gotta move on in. Would be kinda nice having them up here, though. I think that's the trip you'll be taking. Bit of a long trip, we'll get it done faster with boats, but I would just forget about you. Influence. I was having a problem with the burghers having too much, so I don't mind them losing out, but the boyars are another issue altogether. Ah well, it's good that they like us, we may need them in the future. Right, so they really want to get involved, that's fine by me. Let's give them what's for, preferably hell. It was a good reinforcement by them, it didn't weaken them all that much because I never broke their line, but I like the way that went. We can start pressing the advantage. Since this is another mountainous fort, it's probably in our best interests to take it ASAP. But we'll keep it flanked to a degree with our own backup. Whew. Patron Saint is missing. Oh, wow. I don't want to be missing that extra discipline and reinforcements. Well, manpower reinforcements, getting almost 5,000 a month. It's disgusting, but it's nice to finally weld a bit of muscle after all the horrors we put ourselves through earlier in this game. Still, it's all coming up Millhouse. Sarai has finally fallen, that was getting ridiculous. This mountainous fort I would like to take, but it's level 8. This is all practically wasteland, so we don't need to worry about it, but you perhaps should make your move onto that. And then you guys should hang around and give it some something resembling backup. Whilst you folks make your way north through this supposed wasteland. 120,000 autos sneaking in. Ooh, wow, okay. If this is what you mean, then that looks like 120,000 sneaking auto scum. Let's get ourselves over there on the double. We might need it. Don't like having a 2-4 general when they're rocking better fire than me. But our fire general is currently assigned and busy. And I don't mean Byzantine. I try never to mean Byzantine. They snuck in some boats around here as well that I'm not super duper happy with, so we'll go and remove them from the equation. And where are my transports? Ah yeah, they're nestled in over here. I can get to work by moving you over to Sinop. Might speed things up a touch. Now I don't like surrendering the mountainous advantage to our enemy, the Otto scum, but I'm too invested in it now to give it up. Let's work on Sinop as well, preferably with a touch of siege. And they want to clean up our mercs. I can't really abide by that, but it's a little tricky for me to get away from that. Let's then have you add to the bloodbath. Okay, well, I mean, they are not going to escape that in anything that resembles good time. So they're just going to die. That's okay. They're only merc scum. They died the way they lived, being scum. I guess we'll get the Meppin. We knew it was going to happen. There we go. Fech. They're really happy about fighting that, aren't they? It's alright, because so am I. They were only slaves, Ramesses. So mountainous advantage or no mountainous advantage, we are giving them the slaughter. Also, this helps with a siege somewhat, although I would actually like to military barrage it, but our points are getting eaten up by these subpar generals of ours. Alright, once we have a bit more control here, things will look a bit more swimmingly. Keep it going, that wasteland can fall. Okay, they are pulling out all the stops here. And they're bringing in extra. Unless we get some awesome rolls here, this doesn't look great for us, and I can't really bring in reinforcements with enough speed. We still have 65k in reserves, they do not. Their front line should buckle before ours. They have a lot of cannons in reserve, and cannons can really sting. Alright, the fresh ones are getting in there, but damn, we just spent a lot on reserves there. Our morale is tanking. As soon as we have cannons on the front line, I want out of there. There they are, giving us the slaughter. Victory is not ours there. Hoocha. Just how much did they kill of ours? A lot is the answer. Well, we pushed too far, and the Ottomans made us pay for it. And we are still trying to take a mountainous fort here, which might not work to our benefit. But if we did take it, then we would have we'd have them sealed off on both sides here. They'd have to make their way around here. And even that we could undo by taking that level 8 mountainous fort. So with that in mind, I'm going to tank the attrition by throwing everything we can onto here and blasting it down, because I want this. We don't have enough cannons to make the most of it, but we can make a start. We have a bit of siege at least. Okay, how about you guys? Let's go and make the Ottomans feel bad. Oh boy, they like to roll in now, don't they? Send them packing. Now then there are you guys. Of course you slipped by what we had here, but once Ankara is down, then you are going to pay. And you also killed my mercs. I'm not happy with that. I want some replacement mercs. There's throw money at the problem. Even with all these massive expenses, we make buckets of ducats. And it's not even that streamlined. If I really wanted to streamline it, then you better believe I would be drinking in all the trade to English Channel. Instead, we practically surrender the English Channel, which I'm not overly happy about, but money has become just a number. Cowardly folks in Berry. Just give me France. Oh, what, your money is too good for me? Bloody French. Okay, poor Nitra is getting hurt by that. They don't seem to want to care about it, though. Well, Nitra, let me tell you something. I care about you. I wonder where they're actually going to go from there. Oh, you know what? They're pretenders. Worst case scenario, they get somebody else, and then I just replace them with another somebody else. Okay, unfortunately they took that. Unfortunately for them, they die, but question is what to do with you guys now. I want to keep pushing the advantage, but I don't want to spread myself too thin. And this is kind of what we should have expected with this situation, because everybody's dedicated here, drinking that attrition. They can slip on by. That's not something that's unmanageable, it's just not very good for us, especially when we're low on cannons here. We only have 20. I should have brought more around. Okay, how far do these guys run? Let's get you back up to snuff. Mercs of ours can take care of that. You guys just start moving forward. There's no forts that really scream to me, but do what you can. I kind of expected they want to take care of our little merc scum here. Just do your job and do it well. Now we have an opportunity here to turn around and slap these guys in the ass. And trust me, I like doing that. But losing this siege progress would also be a travesty in itself. We can let them have relative freedom here, but we will be on their case. Max just saying that Dosh has always been just a number, ain't that so? Oh, we got some free cannons this way. Right, I actually want you guys to go and help out with that as well. You guys are okay. Yeah, that was kind of expected. This is not so good though. You guys are in a bit of danger. Danger I would love to save you from, but lost a lot of units around here. I'll split you up a bit so you actually get some more units back rather than dying to attrition. Oh, you guys are in trouble when you pop out and meet our heavy fleet. Our heavy fleet's a bit damaged though. Can we get the damaged ones to maybe repair up a bit? I got a dry dock. I'm looking for someone with a grand shipyard. Shipyard regular will do, I suppose. A little bit less good when doing it in occupied lands, but I'll take it. The cowards, they have attacked us. Yes, definitely of their own volition. They decided to go for it. As long as they don't get too much backup, it should be okay, but I really think they want to... well, we don't have a lot of cannons, which makes this a really difficult battle for us to win. Well, we can do all that we can do. So I really don't want them beating us out of there. I guess if I really didn't want them to do it, I'd be forced marching my way there, so please do that. That's a lot to invest in a pretty bad battle. There are plenty of reserves. Well, so do they, it seems. Get in there. We're just about to break. Ah, we're broken. And now we're going to run into some extremely bad times. We're off by 3 days. Yeah, this is extremely bad times. You're not both locked in. I could only sacrifice one unit instead of going all in guns blazing. So I probably will only sacrifice one unit. Don't die. That's my one order for you. I knew this was our weakest of our attack approaches, but I was hoping I could seal them off there. At least they never cracked through us. That's very nice of Austria. Okay, well at the very least our Merc forces can continue on here. It's kind of giving me flashbacks, not only of that Byzantine thing I talked about, but way back when I fought the HRE at the end of Ryukyu. What a time. Time it was to be alive. Let's get all you guys repaired, shall we? Okay, let's hope you guys can last long enough. Morale-wise, you might just be able to hold, but your unit number is going to collapse. There we go. Now, get out of there. Let's try and fight them on a bit more, well, a bit better times for us. Shell should be down shortly. I might want to think about blockading it, but nah. I have confidence in it. So many Ottoman units here, though. Their war exhaustion's going up, though. It's good. It makes our sieges that bit better. It might be better to take a step back and lick our wounds here than keep on going on with this fruitless exchange. Especially when they could well turn around and slap us silly. Also, why are you a merc short? I guess he died. Been known to happen. Okay, best thing I can do is get these cannon stacks refreshed. So you guys are relatively fresh. I want both of you. Right, what do we have? 20 and 20. Okay, I want you guys merged together. Get rid of the dead weights. Send them somewhere to restore. You guys and you guys merge up together, and you guys go with, well, just head over to Mayar. Let's try and beat these guys cleverly rather than just throwing everything into a mountain to die. So there we go, we got an 80 stack worth having. Another, well, you're not an 80 stack, but never mind that. No cannons over there. Whoa, you guys are on one hell of a run. You guys might be able to kick some auto arse, especially if you have backup. You're still a bit beaten up though. Let's wait 1 until they split up a bit, 2 until we're a bit better, and we're already a bit better. Get in there. 11th, 9th, that's fine. Their general is a lot better than our. No, we got 5 in fire. We'll be okay. Coxes are doing good things for me. I like to see that. You are holding in the Highlands, but we might be okay here. Might. How's that auto economy doing? Good question. Their manpower economy is doing pretty okay. They got mercs, that's fine. But yeah, income wise they've gone right down because I've ravaged their trade income. They got plenty of dosh in the treasury though. Plenty of people hate me and would probably happily support these nutters. However, I will happily shoot them to death. They're getting back up, but we're getting back up. I still really want that mountainous fort though, as silly as it is to invest into it. At least we sent a good number of theirs packing. And now we have numbers. These guys are ready to rock and roll again. But where did you go? You get over to Terek. You deal with Alania. We don't need you here anymore. We don't need eyes on this situation anymore. So you guys could probably go and help out there. If you get attacked, well, too bad. I tell you, Constantinople makes us some good money. This is a profitable war. As expected, they're making a bit of a run around here, but Isel is finally down, so this half-decent stack can make their moves. I want these forts worked on if we've got nothing better to do. On you go, and I'm actually going to merge you guys together and get to work on Halib. Keep those forts moving. The incredibly expendable mercs just keep on pushing forward. I don't like you. You know, maybe it's worth our time to slaughter them. They're in a bad position. And you're in a great position to kick their arse. Make them run away so they can't reinforce here. That's a good idea. There's no way he'll beat us there. Our generals kind of blow, but they always blow. Next tech doesn't even matter, so we're okay to spend everything we need on good things for this war. How do you plan on breaking the Ottomans? Well, preferably with our strict, sublimely magnificent Dr. Aftish. 555. Stop you revolting. Hopefully my subjects can take care of that. If they don't, you take care of that. Oh, snap. There's all these guys. You're in a bad spot right now, for sure. There we go. You guys just drink deeply from the well of manpower that I know does not runneth over. And I would actually like to strengthen my government because my absolutism took a dive there. Alright, there we go. That's what we're looking for. He had no support, so that's an easy wipe. Let's just keep the pain going. I want these guys dead. He's going to take back Sarai. It won't even be difficult for him. But at least we can get some numbers back here. That's okay. We could easily get some extra Streltsy, but we can worry about that in the future. Don't want to drink too deeply from the manpower well, though, so how about we merge you guys together? If you're Streltsy, stop drinking so deeply from that well. As for those ones that I just took away from, I need a 6 and a 17 for them. Six and 17, and then they'll be good to go. Mercs, let's get them a bit closer to the fun and continue to push on. It's looking alright. Still want to kill more of you though, even if we have to drink deeply from the atrocious well. Ming paying off Muscovite debt. Okay, this I don't like. See the way they're moving? Just doesn't rub me right. It's like they got some kind of plan going on here. But I'm okay for you to run into Tiflis. We'll be there in a day. I'll be out in the 12th. But we can still get there in good time. Engage in the mountains and send them packing. That one's going down fine. Let's try to give ourselves less issues here. Alright, that's okay. Why worry? I like how they're trying to keep us locked in there, but that's some extra units that we could probably do with. So get on over here. That's the trouble, we have so much direction to push out here. It's been nice and tight and concise over in the Balkans and Anatolia, but when you go to the everywhere else, it's considerably less tight, which is a shame. It's a damn shame for us. Okay, thankfully they're trying to reinforce here, and this brings a lot of the attention away from the level 8 mountainous fort that we wanted the attention away from. Don't like those guys though. I wish I had some spare cannons to throw at them. I mean, I kind of have you, but they're never going to hold. Well, they might. It's not impossible. It's just incredibly unlikely. Hale wishes to revolt as well, but that's why I kept you guys here. Take care of that. Good. Aspiration for liberty. Bend the knee, you savages. Actually, what in the world do I care? It's just admin. That was savagely ravaging. It's on the dry lands here. We're going to move in and murder these guys horribly to death. And the Sudebnik are not the ever-important Streltsy, so I don't care so much for them. I do care for some extra admin though, even if the boyars don't like it. Lay down and die, Otto scum. Creed asks if there's any threat to me at this point. I mean, I might have a lot of land, but on very hard mode, you know, Western Europe would still be very difficult to fight. The Ottomans, though, it's a matter of principle. I'm not looking to hyperblock, though. I've done my fair share of world conquests. I'm not looking for more. Don't want to push for that mountainous fort when I have such a wonderful trap to make these guys fall into. So let's just take a step back. All is well. That isn't so well. Coming at me with their galleys to hit my light ships. Whilst I am a little busy here. Good call by them. Unfortunately for them, I'm mad. They'll be pretty mad though, they just ran out of heavy ships. I do not count having 6 as having any reasonable amount of heavy ships. Should probably keep my transports docked away though. Preferably on a fort, but oh man, this hurts my eyes so much. Scottish pretender rebels, please. Alright, Sarai fell, that's nothing too unexpected. However, yeah, I don't have the timing to kick them in the rear end. Even if I tried, it's not fast enough. We'll get Sarai back though, and then I want to destroy them. Okay, they took care of those boats. That's an unforgivable offense. Not that I care about blocking the strait anymore, it does not matter for diddly. Alright, you know, we'll have this in a heartbeat, but I'm willing to spend this if it means that we can hunt down and destroy that stack. Its composition isn't bad and its general's pretty good, but we're better. And that mountainous fort has taken forever and a day. Should we vassalize France for laughs? It would be laughs. Artillery bonus versus forts is really tempting me right now. Naval engagement's good, but we've already won the naval battle. But yeah, bringing down these forts faster would be oh so good. Speaking of oh so good, nobody runs away from my cannons. That is a very tempting advantage to push for. Making our way down to that level 8 fort and capping it. The enemy still has... Whoa! They had an army once! Wipe them that hard? Well, doesn't matter. Let's get those mercs to fill in the gaps as we take Boignord. Okay, wow, we sent a lot of what they did have packing. It's time for Ervan to fall. Yeah, you're both getting on that? Good. Hungary has now declared war on them, and France are no longer keeping that alliance around. What a pity. What was that thing about vassalize France just for the laughs? How much would it be to vassalize them? Okay, tons, because they're non-co-belligerent. Not that we mind France being around here, they keep the war score driven down. Alright, march on that then. You have a siege pip, I'll give you a full volley. And these merc scum that we're just making right now, any moment now. We're good. We'll have it down. Still have plenty of reinforcements going on in here. I forgot to merge you guys together. And you're short a merc. I don't like numbers being off. I hate to think of myself as somebody that gets aggravated by those kinds of things, but I can't help it. Questions about the auto loan situation could be answered if they're guaranteeing anyone's independence. They're guaranteeing the Great Horde. The Ottomans are already in war with me. Okay, so that doesn't help us out. This won't tell me anything, because they're a great power. Score comparison will tell me how many loans they have. They have 5. They started this war with 3. But I mean, they still make tons of dosh. It's not reasonable to expect that they're going to... Oh my, they want to fight me. Well, it's fine. I want to fight them. Check those cannons. They're like medibays. No, unfortunately didn't go great, but I think Halib just fell though. Oh, you're stuck to that fort because I recruited you there. That was a mistake. What I won't make as a mistake though is I will occupy this province because you being out there in the middle of nowhere really reduces your reinforcement rate. Also, this is what we kind of expected. We have 2-4, they're bringing in 4-3. We have something that resembles backup that can help them out. Halib is down though. We can push this to the point where they can't actually get around the Badiat Asham wasteland. It's only a level 6 fort there. And sold. Yeah, nice try, Otto Scum. You're going down. And whilst all this is going on, I enjoy some very prosperous domestic affairs. Not so happy with them. Okay, well, it's doomed. We've lost the strait. Also, what are you doing, Burgundy? You're trying to fight Cyprus, I guess. If I had to guess. Get back on that. I do not fear their navy, not in the slightest. This is more of a fearful situation. I want that brought down. And it's probably a very bad idea not to have some backup for you. You can go there. It's your entry point after all. Alright, well at least that fort is taken care of, but there's another right around the corner. Let's not slow ourselves down over it though, we gotta get to work. I given. That fort though, that province I really wanted taken. Unfortunately, I don't have very good composition for taking on what they're sending around here. And you won't be helping out with that. So, turn around here. Might be better to actually go north with you guys so we can obliterate them. And then these useless mercs can do a hack job on Shirvan. Not the most importance to defend our backwaters right now. So reinforcement rate goes from 40% to 80%, so we actually control something adjacent there. Vesterbotten getting on our case, which is unfortunate as we don't have any cannon stacks free at the back to help out Scotland. How did you even get a revolt there? You decreased autonomy, that's why. I mean, I could just send some mercs to go and die for you. I do not care that much. I'm sure we're stronger than the Scots. Get on there on the double as well. Welcome to EU4 where Burgundy can survive until the 18th century. And they did a good job at that. They're small and centralized and mostly coastal, but mostly inland, but damn, they pack a punch. If they'd only ever taken Paris, which disgusts me by being better than both London and Rostov. Harumph. Well, we'll take care of them. And what the hell is this Hungary? Get out of here. Who gave you access through me? Well, evidently I did. Ach well. Why worry? Why worry when you can go up? And okay, Erevan is finally down. That caused us a lot of problems before. Now we can continue to push the advantage. Jake, wasn't Hansa in Paris at least the merchants? We're playing this by our own idea of the Hansa from Patrician 4. Plenty of people have given me plenty of maps saying, oh, but they were here and here and here, and I'm like, I don't even care. What matters is where Patrician 4 thinks the Hansa was. That is all. No, let's not have that. Oh, baby, you are in a bad spot there. Pyotr Jabninsky is going to ruin your day. Right, Sham is down. Question is, do we push our advantage into Africa and or Arabia? I mean, the forts around here look like dirt, so I'm thinking yes. Okay, well, except for that level 8 fort, that is quite far from dirt. Unfortunately, we have this fort that's going nowhere fast. Really am wishing I brought more cannons to the fray. I mean, I could build more cannons, it's not outside of the question. There we go. It'll only take a wee while. And I'm going to send you guys down into possibly Arabia, possibly not. I mean, there we go. We stack all the cannons we can here, and it's still not good enough. We need Napoleonic warfare. It was a good idea to take the better from back row ability first, but we still need that. Astrakani Separatists is a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. That's kind of what we're going for here. Patrician 4 is historically accurate because it's about as exciting as actual Hanseatic history. Hey, it's pretty interesting. Well, I guess your mileage may vary, but I think it is. Okay, the forts around here vary from pretty good to pretty ass. Let's just get to work then. What exactly is your plan for the peace deal, Jake? Peace deal? Did I say there was going to be peace between us and the Ottomans? I don't remember promising that. Alright, with that down, we can continue to work on the forts around here. Like I said, some will last considerably longer than others. Meanwhile, I'm kind of going to want a lot more merc scum to clean up the borders, since there's a lot of travel time between these provinces. And if I can chase them out of Iran, then that's good news for me. Particularists are not a good news for me. I would quite like them to be dead. Particularists are a bother because once they give up or collapse the nation, then they just well, they don't spit anything off. They don't become enemy units, that would be the worst, but they certainly don't do much else. You guys are just hanging around smelling your own farts, so how about you go stand guard? And there's you guys. Just get to work. I know there's plenty of that to be done. Okay, call for pizza is coming on in. That's a-okay by me. We have the ability to push down revolts anyway. Okay, that's very nice. The Ottomans are taking on a whole bunch of these rebels for us. And all those occupations are just wonderful news to me. So we grab you and we just disperse you among provinces we want to take over. Makes my life easier. Tell me, do I get anything for taking back Jerusalem? Yes, I do. Good to know. Also, Cologne. Gamescom's coming up on that matter. Cologne dealt with. Herat didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Move on over. That level 2 fort won't last long. Actually, why even use our super stack fort? Well, why not? The Ottomans don't have that much left to throw at us. In fact, we don't really need to be scared to the point where we're dividing up our stacks right now, although it does make these sieges go individually faster. I don't really think I want you over in Baghdad, though. Not that keen. Okay, subjects, the time has come. I actually want you guys to siege down. Actually, you know what? Why don't you do whatever you want? I don't care. I'm not a malevolent individual. More cruel mercenaries. What is even fiscal woe? Jake, peace out France now. I mean, I'm struggling to think of a good reason to. France, why should I peace you out? They're giving me no reason. Now, if I could give this to Scotland, that's a different story. But for some reason they get all antsy about that. Can't imagine why. Could take it from me, but I don't care about Paris. If I could raise it, that would be a different story, but I cannot. I'm not a horde. Oh, they are just... He'll be in bits in the morning. Excellent. Napoleonic warfare is going to speed this one right up. Now, where is a pathetic fort like this one? Now we get +8. And that's what the doctor ordered. Especially down to these horrible level 8 forts that I can't blockade, or at least not without significant costs to myself. Let's get that admin power. Would love to have extra legitimacy. I'd like to push that one up, but no can do right now. It's worth noting that we're probably going to eat some rebel factions of our own before too long. Ah, cursed Hungarians going for Baghdad, but it cannot be helped, I suppose. We'll get to work some more on this, because I am still not a fan of those level 8 forts doing what they do. Okay, you guys are still not ready? Did I only give you 20 cannons? Seems like something I would do. We'll pretend that that was completely intentional. Still though, I don't like all this peasantry taking over Constantinople, so let's go kill them. As long as our subjects do our bidding for us, they should take over whatever these rebels destroy. Jake, how much damage can rebellions do to the Ottos? I mean, hypothetically, they can take away everything but their Anatolian, or rather Turkish cultured lands. Hypothetically. Particularists I don't like, they're just gonna die. More Ottoman particularists here, sadly. So, we have a lot of call for peace. The question is, should we worry about that? And the answer is not really. If we look at a standard province of ours, let's look at one with an unaccepted culture. Tolerance is good, authority is good, stability is good. Would be even better if we had something that resembled legitimacy, but can't have everything. Muscovy just pushing on, desperate to live. It's kind of sad to see by now. Sick man of the world is going down. The noble rebels took over some of that, which is a bit of a shame. You guys just stand proud there. Kind of odd looking at this map after spending so long looking at 1.23's pretty damn awesome map changes. If you haven't seen them, then by all means go check out the dev diary. Basically do anything other than watch this stream. But I'm always going for that, haven't I? Now, these forts are pathetic. Let's just rip them to shreds. Oh, you're down as well. I'm almost running out of things to throw my impressive siege stacks at. Because the Ottomans seem to be really struggling at putting up an army. And we're struggling with particularists. Go figure. So is the war over? What's Savoy doing just standing around here? Hungary got lucky enough taking this stuff over. Maybe I should warn the people that are adjacent to the Ottomans so they don't jump on them, but the more people that pick them to death, the better for me, I suppose. They got all this useless land. Ah, these poor souls. That's what we like to see, separatists. More and more separatists, long may they appear in your land. Especially this Funj separatists, Ethiopian separatists. Now I'm starting to feel like we've done what we came here to do. He's got 20 war exhaustion. Is he even going to be able to put up much of a fight? Oh, I don't like those particularists. They don't do us any favors. It's very, very hard to break somebody on very hard mode. Especially somebody of this size and strength. But I like to think we can do our best. Also, the lands I occupy, I'm getting spiraling war exhaustion myself. I welcome it. Bring it on. Perhaps fund some. Oh, now there's an idea. Do we even have any spare diplomats? I've got some idle. Forget being idle. Be free. It's not a bad idea, actually. Let's go and build up some spy network. For supporting rebels, we'll need 60, but we'll do our best. It's only money, after all. It's unfortunate that Hungary and Frankfurt are fighting them, but why are all these other people just waltzing on in? Burgundy, what the heck are you doing? Okay, it's not surprising, nor is it particularly bad news when our one stack of rebel scum get taken out. Alright, there was this province. I forgot all about it. Ah, but it looks like the rebel scum have not forgotten about it. Unfortunately, Perm is going to destroy the rebels, but... well, that being the case, let's just move in and do what we can. More particularists here, unfortunately. Just everybody's taking a holiday in Ottomans. I guess they think that the prices are cheap, given the sudden horrible carry-on here. Lots of truces are up, but that's okay. Oh, poor Otto scum. Jake, if you fight a nation same size, you should only get call for pizza after 10 years. If it's small, pizza comes after 2 to 4 years. But in this case, why am I still beating on them? I'm just doing it to be horribly sadistic, which in a multiplayer game would be very not kosher. And let's get our guys back to somewhere that's hopefully not so atrocious. These guys are fine. We can still chill out in Constantinople. And we got these 20 mercs that don't really know what they're doing. I don't really need them anymore, so away they go. Probably going to need to start thinking about defending my own land when my own rebel factions want to rise up as Call for Pizza grows, and it is growing. That's definitely going to be the case. Excuse me. Damn those particularists, they gotta go. Really though, what are Aragorn and Burgundy doing here? They're at war with Cyprus. Are they that desperate to destroy Cyprus? Oh, they must be actually. They're just eyeing it up like that. There, war's over. Sod off. Stop killing these rebels. They're important to me. Shaky, looking to 100% the Ottomans. Well, why would I need that? I just want to watch them suffer. Is that really so bad? If anything, it's good for me that they keep an army around. Costing them dosh. It would probably be good for me though if I got a full view of them. So infiltrate, administrate would actually be pretty damn handy. I need more admin tech, but I'm right around the corner for that. Yeah, England just joined the coalition as if they would ever think about firing that. Too much man for them to take. Burghers versus clergy. I mean, I do love some burghers. And clergy can always be told to sod off with a whole load of money, which comes directly from the burgher clan. Well, isn't this just horrific for you, my friend? Not so happy about the Wallachians wanting to rise up in my land, so they can go away. And we got another heir, but Dr. Aftish is currently on the throne, so we'll just go with good old Fedor. They appear every now and then. Otherwise, it's a shame I can't undo my forts here. It would make it easier for the rebels if I just went to all my fortifications and said, yeah, you know what, we don't really want this. It would make it easier for the Ottomans to take it back, but that's not what we're getting at here. I may as well keep the Turkish ones active because the Turkish rebels are not going to be anything spectacular. No, not separatists is what I'm getting at. Is that about the lot? Did Jake backstab the Ottos, or was it another reason? I pointed at them, said you're my rival, and I broke truce on them, because who even cares about truce at this point in the game? Can't say truce without true. Alright, good. Those Crimean separatists are going to go and do God's work, as long as they don't stroll into my lands, but I think they lost their cores there. Alright, time has come. Even more states, even more administrative efficiency, and the ability to infiltrate, administrate. I would actually like some better spy network construction speed at this point. A very odd choice for advisor, but it's what we're going for. Because I want to see his every movement. There we go! He's trying to oppose the rebels in the south. I will have a thing or two to say about that. One of the things I have to say is, dear God, where's my manpower? But all in due time on that front. Take a step back. At least into Turkish lands where we don't actually want to kill the no, we do want to kill the rebels. It's the one place we do. Alright, you hurt my perm, I hurt your face. Perm, can I drown you in money to make you feel better? No? Telling you right now, you don't say no to me when I want to give you loads of money. Then we got these guys who can probably also just go back home, but I'll maybe keep them around here. Then we have all you folks. I can't get on there because of his actual navy. He might actually start building an army there, but I think he's given up the ghost on that respect. Right. That fort's going to take forever without a bit of assistance. Pop. Reinforce speed, fort defense, manpower. Come out wherever you are, Auto scum. You are here somewhere. Let's actually take this so we get some decent reinforcement as well. Not that it even mattered. Oh god, just get rid of my manpower. I didn't even need it. Well, they're only merc scum, but they'll still take a wee while to reinforce there. What's with the triple income jingle? I mean, I love it, but why? And where are the auto scum? Maybe we should just kind of chill on the border for a wee bit whilst we try to find them. That's fine. Gizzy separatists, Circassian separatists, Crimean separatists, Nagai separatists, Hunj separatists, Tunisian separatists, Algerian separatists. This is what I'm looking for. Autos are more like locusts than people. Jeez, come on. Might be some locusts in chat. Alright, particularists are a pain. Probably because this is all part of their culture group, so they're less likely to get the nationalist scum, but I still want nationalist scum here. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is a mistake that I'm making. Subject, Gingham. You are not needed here anymore. Okay, let's infiltrate that administrate. Oh, Diplo 27. Why didn't you say so? Okay, we know all your secrets, and that is the location of one of your, well, your only remaining stack. And I'll be able to kill them dead if I just worm my way down here. So don't mind me, buddy. Okay, that's kind of okay, because I don't want them worming through my land anyway. But we can always do better. Sanaa is down. I don't want them crossing over here, so I will have you stationed there to protect us. And then again, I really don't like these particularists, so we'll go and kill them. Particularists are easy to kill. They're like zombies. Their composition is bad, their morale is bad, they just die so easily. Can I destroy you there? Wait, whoa, who did I just move? Yeah, no. Can I move you there? Kind of. We must solve the Turk problem. With generous application of cannon. Run as far as you can, which is pretty far because I can't catch you at this rate. But that's okay. And I'm glad I'm not paying for these forts, because now the rebels can take them over in a heartbeat. Jake, why not letting their rebels live? They will kill more Turks. I will not let peasants and particularists live, because they don't break the Ottomans apart. Separatists, though, I will. So particularists and peasants, no. And nobles, I guess, no as well. Basically, I just want separatists. Apparently my war exhaustion is getting pretty high, to the point where I'm going to be enjoying some rebel sandwiches. The English wish to rise up. It's getting to the point where I should be considering pulling back a lot of units back to the mainland. Or the heartland, or some kind of main-heart combination. I don't want to delete too many of my units because I don't want to look weak, so I won't. But I should at least keep a 40 stack that includes cannons stationed over here. And another one stationed right about here. And I guess one with cannons on Constantinople would be good, but I just feel like a lot of my cannons are down here. Which is true. I mean, I can pull them back here and actually get them cannoned up. Because, yeah, I'm going to have my own rebel problems soon. Nitra says, just back from travel. God, this looks good. It does. The Ottomans are toast. Even the Algerians, the Tlemcenis. Okay, this is a bit unfortunate though. The Ottomans got the reach around on me there. Go home, Nitra. It's not your fight. However, I think we can take them on with a bit of femme fire. Ah, this is too good. Too good to be true. We knew it. We just didn't know there'd be 80,000 of them. Maybe I should get an idea of the rebel numbers we're looking at. It's going to be revolution. I think I want my transports back. Don't want to kill the rest of his navy. It's doing us a favor right now. However, let's get the rest of our fleet together and go and get those transports. We're going to need them unless London can hold. London can hold, but it's going to be grim. I said can, I didn't say would. Yikes. That was the most undeserved victory. Of our 20,000 infantry, 398 survived. Go over to Essex, they'll go to London, you kill what's left. But that gives me an idea of what I'm going to have to look forward to shortly. In short, more cannons needed, boyo. Man, why you gotta travel through my borders? And kill my infantry at that. Okay, I guess you don't need to be here, but there could be particulars rising up. Nonetheless, I could police this whole area with a 40 stack that included 20 cannons. I guess I will also... Oh, well, you'll help as well. So basically, if it's not those guys, then the rest of these guys just head on home. No! Crimea, get out of my land! I want you to win. Good. I mean, that's good, but I demand perfection. Oh, that's right, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing to you. Time to pay it very explicit attention. Stop running, you freak. I have infiltrated and administrated. You cannot escape. Jake, sending hundreds of thousands of men to their death is your thing. Yes. Is there ever a point where I've denied this? Damn, they're giving me the right run around here. If we take more forts, they'll have a harder time though. Trade is the backbone of our nation's economy. We must take care to safeguard against threats. So shipbuilding time and ship costs go down. Promise to declare a war with the trade protection casus belli within 5 years. Or don't. I wonder what happens if you don't. Oh well, more unrest is actually good for us right now because it'll provoke more rebels around here. I'll take it. Hungarians being around here is not though. Hungary, would you go away? That's that down. Come on, guys. I actually want more rebels spawning here. It's good for me. This is good as well. The Kivans, the Tabaristani, the Ardalanians. This is all very good for me. Alright, you're in a good position to go and liberate this now, I'm sure. Jake, when will you consider this war run? War won. Good question. Probably when I'm willing to sit down and play some Grimoire. Because that's what's following this. 6 hours of... well, 600 hours of content condensed into 6 hours. Albania being back on the map would be a good point to start. So, Ottomans. You still have a bigger force limit than me. You have the manpower, but I guess you don't want to be taking any more loans right now. You should still have a decent wad of cash, though. Right. How far do I have to scroll till I see Ottoman? Ooh. Yeah, although you have the money, you don't really have the ability to handle much of an army, and you still have a mighty fleet, and that's great news for me. Perhaps I should occupy some of your gold down here. Okay, Tunisians are coming close. We're going to pull back a bit over to Adana. You're simply going to go away. Guys are more or less ready. I'm going to split you up so you don't drink more attrition, because attrition is what we're good at drinking. And I'm happy for these rebels to do even more damage. I want this fort taken though. Perfect. Now they can't escape. And if they want to fight me in this fort of mine, all the better. Not even there. And that's the end of the Ottoman army. So France, would you now allow me to give Scotland a province? You monsters, what does it take? Okay, but we don't need to fear the Ottoman armies anymore. I wouldn't mind taking away their gold though, it does give them income that they could do without. Those are a couple of really good provinces. They belong to me. Have we pulled back enough? I don't need 340 stacks down here. But our entire country is about to enjoy a whole heap of revolts. So I need to be spread out in such a way that that's manageable. Grand. Jake, how's war exhaustion looking? It's a hold your breath competition, but it's one that I'm going to win. I've got all these guys just hanging around, not doing too much for me. Income's starting to tank because war exhaustion has that kind of impact. We'll get rid of some of our mercs, which should help out a touch. Otherwise, yeah, our income used to be worth so much more. Part of that problem is the English Channel getting pirated to oblivion. Thankfully, we have the ability to solve that. How exactly, though? You guys hunt pirates over there. I'll sort you out later. Okay, they mean no harm. They're just going to faff around within that guy's country. Otherwise, there's going to be revolts happening. Let's be ready for them. No perm. Go away. Go back to your own country. WTF happened? I go to study a few hours. Now you have minus 27k debt and Auto Bros are dead. No, I have 27k money. I don't do debt. I was running a slight deficit because war exhaustion destroys goods produced. So what do we have? Annexation integration, unrest, manpower, sailors, shipbuilding recruitment corps, siege ability. But worst of all, that goods produced is getting slaughtered. Oh Jesus. Well, at the very least, revolt risk shouldn't be such a thing inside my country. Yeah, it just went green in most of it, but yowcha. Revolutionaries do put up a bit of a fight as well. I mean, what do they want out of me? Constitutional Republic over my dead body. That's probably what they're trying to arrange. Well, let's just go and kill ourselves fighting them. Get as good as we can here. Big, isn't revolution good? Nope, we are Principality of Rostov to the bitter end. Yowcha. You know what, I could do without a lot of the other revolts I have coming, so Prishninya, take care of that, shall we? My subjects can actually kill some of my revolts for me, possibly, maybe. Rostov won't hold out very long, but those are only peasants, so nothing to truly worry about. It's okay, it's just my manpower that's going to die here. And these are down as we knew they would be. Of course, the Ottomans are trying their damnedest to erect an army here. I could do without them doing that, but hey ho. We might just have to protect this area. Cowardly forces. Alright, mop them up. Oh my, Albanians. They're on a rampage. But this is okay. I am happy to see the Ottomans sink like this. Hell, it's what we fought the entire war for. I wasn't happy to merely take whatever 100% war score would be. Tons of these provinces costing me absolutely nothing. You know, I could just carve up all their everything. Kick the sick man out of Europe and all that. But really, what would be the point? I want the splendor of watching them die, and then I'm going to close the book on this perfect Hanseatic situation. You gotta play to your own, play to your own script in this. Do what you want to do. Even if that thing happens to be hemorrhaging, hemorrhaging manpower. That seems to be what I want to do right now. That's fine. I've been in worse situations when fighting England. Will you ever release Jerusalem? Nah. That's not part of a perfect Hansa. Well, Hunj is back on the map. Did a good job harvesting what's left of the Ottomans here. I think they gave up on their attempt at creating an army there. So you guys can get... Oh, right. Might be troublesome trying to get back through here, actually. I don't really want to disband these guys. They're pretty good for me. But I don't want to kill these poor honest-to-God rebels. Maybe we can make a getaway. Maybe. We'll try. We will try to not hurt these precious rebels. Alright, good old Gizzy. He took that level 8 fort that we spent so long fighting for. But it was an important thing to... Oh no! Not the Bayan separatists. I have an especially soft spot for them. Oh well, let's support some rebels whilst we're here. Who do we really like and want to see rise up? Which will be the biggest ones? That's my question. Theodorians, Persians, Shirvanis are expensive. Gizzy, Crimeans... Thing is, they'd be friendly to us most likely, which is trouble in itself. More Tunisians, Togarts, so many. But we need more Ethiopians, that's the thing. And they're expensive. Get to work. Oh no, now we'll never see bed something on the map. Alright, this is fun and all, but I'm going to want my boats to pick those guys back up. Can't get rid of you whilst you're on your mission, sadly. Not that I really cared about that mission. Let's get you guys to port. Detach anyone who's particularly damaged. Which doesn't appear to be many people. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be any people. Let's go and pick up everyone we can here then. I want to get them out of there. Let the rebels do their thing. Hungary, would you just go away? Even Transylvanian rebels are making their work here. Okay, it's an imperialist war, so Hungary are unlikely to give up in a hurry. But hopefully the rebels will spark quicker than they can take them down. Get some manpower I need, little else. Okay, country looks stable-ish. Never mind all these rebel factions that want to rise up. That's not a concern for me. Albanian separatists chilling over in Kasseri. Even separatists just don't even know what they're doing here. Alright, split up a bit. Again, we don't need all this attrition right now. Get back to the homestead. I'm not even sure these rebels know where they're trying to go. Then again, do I? Jake, can you check if anything crazy happened around the world? Oh, we'll be checking that, don't you worry. Those Frieslanders, though. Maybe I can find some of my merc guys with cannons and have them kill rebel scum. Because I'm trying to conserve some of my manpower here. Probably not doing a great job, but I'm trying. Take you guys. You guys are merc scum. But there's so many rebel types that are going to want to rise up against me here. Oh, God. So many female heirs coming out of us these days. Hard lands on a mission down there, though. Scots on admin 27, finally. They would get Paris. You make an excellent point there, but they still don't want to surrender Paris, and they still don't have admin tech there. He's got 3 in admin, he's not that bad, but I guess he doesn't want it hard enough. Norwegians rising up as well. Yeah, plenty of rebel scum wish to rise up, nothing new. Poor Ottomans. But they are dead, and we are not. We need some viewer reduction strats. Quick, boot up the wrong hold. Well, if we have time tonight, and I sincerely doubt we will, but if we do have time, I wouldn't mind doing a bit of Into the Airlock. And if we happen to enter a slipstream and fall out of time, well, what can I say? Sobbed Cossacks, love the burgers. I mean, that is something I can say for sure. Where are those rebels, those merc scum that I had earlier? You two form an awesome stack, and then go and deal with these rebels. I don't think you need to hang around here anymore, but I will have you on Constantinople. Come on, Ottomans, let's be honest. Your days are numbered. You know, I'll be honest, I am kind of flabbergasted that this got done in the patented one-shot technique. I mean, there's always the joke of, one-shot after 27 one-shots, but this actually went through on the first try, and that's pretty amazing to me. Pretty happy with that as well. Not so happy that the French just refused to surrender Paris. What are they thinking? But it's been a good and enjoyable run. There have been plenty of big guys to get in our way. Never once allied France. Kept the Ottomans pretty close for a pretty damn long time. But that's okay. Killed them in the end. And it got real close over all this. They were not happy about me holding on to this land. Also, you guys are meant to be taking care of that. Oh, I believe Tunis have just joined the fray. Welcome back, although you should probably have a good bit more land than that. Okay, you lost a lot of your cores, it seems. Well, the Ottomans are about to start breaking up. This is good news for me. It's a happy day for us all. Alright, Circassia is back, Crimea is back. The Golden Horde? Yeah, I think the Golden Horde always had that. So nothing big there. And our strategically positioned forts ensure that these rebels are no big deal for us. Cowardly Dutch separatists, indeed. Alright, plenty of people trying to rise up, but who just joined the fray of independent nations there? Ah, Gizzy just did. Good. I mean, this is not the most effective way to break up the Ottomans, but it's the way I wanted to break up the Ottomans. Very cruelly. And if all I have to deal with are these paltry little revolts, then that's fine by me. We're in an excellent position to deal with it, and it's not hurting our treasury too badly. Shirvan! Welcome back. I think there were a lot of supporters of Shirvan, so they'll be very happy to see that quail egg blue back on the map. Transylvanian separatists? What? They still claim to be defender of the Sunni faith, though. Great Horde immediately trying to carve up Crimea. God bless. Wait, Estonians? Are you having a giggle? We are the strongest. There we go. Oh, I just got the absolutely achievement. I didn't even realize that was an achievement, but there we go, 100 absolutism. Somebody's surprised there hasn't been a wave of war decks on them. Well, you'd have to want something out of the Ottomans, and I'm not sure who really does. Yeah, okay, fair enough, Aragon could, but they're busy. Tlemcen is back, Algiers is back. Well, not back, they don't start on the map, do they? The Ethiopians that I sponsored are not rising up, I don't think. Unless that's them? No, those are Jimans, whoever the Jimmy people are. Can't be having these noble rebels, they don't do anything for us. Armenia's on the map now. Disturbing lack of revolts over here, but it's... okay, it's noble rebels. Sadly, the... oh, that's right, he culturally enriched Iran, so they're not likely to rise up. In fact, they've lost their cores, which is despicable. Just despicable. Jake, didn't you write the Absolutely achievement? Do you know how many achievements there are in this game? I wrote lots of them, but that doesn't mean I remember them all. Also, you think for 5 seconds that someone with my memory can remember that stuff? You couldn't be more wrong. Ah, it just feels so good to see the Ottomans crumble before me. I mean, they're still strong, no question about that, but this is no hyper-blob campaign. I just want to see them suffer. What's all this? How did this stuff get liberated? Oh, Armenia is back on the map. They've got all Armenian cultured provinces. That makes me relatively happy. I think the Ottomans just discovered me, right? Maybe I could use that to... oh, I don't know. Well, I was hoping I could support some more rebels, but we're already doing that, so let's just keep the infiltrate administrate going so we see exactly what's going on there. The English are just faffing around. The Scots finally still don't have the tech that we need. How do they manage it? And until they do, I don't think Paris is going to be surrendered. Costs even more now, if anything. Maybe they lost absolutism. Rebels are going to keep popping up on me until I end this war and get rid of all this revolt, all this war exhaustion that I've been getting. We're getting +1 a month, which is ridiculous. Imagine trying to just fight a whole campaign like that, and don't take that as a suggestion. I'll hand it to the Ottomans. They managed to build a nice stable empire. Since I can't break all this land off them, it's just going to be particulars and such. They're an empire, So all of this stuff of their culture is not going to want to revolt away with separatists. The stuff that isn't, sure, but that makes it a bit trickier to just stomp them down. So yeah, good job on them for spreading all this. I mean, they had to use their dip for something, right? Oh, even Aberdeenshire wants to rise up against me. Just beautiful. You know what, I think I'm going to call it there. There's no point dragging on a campaign for longer than necessary. I think it's fair to say that the Ottomans have been sufficiently crushed to death. So, what do we do to them? Well... Wellity, wellity, well. You know, it's been such a big war, I don't know what. So how about we just do it in true fashion. Just give me the money, and then the Hansa will be perfectly happy. Well thought. And one last thing is to all the Georgians, we are truly grateful that you've helped us out through this whole time. So I gotta say, Georgia, well done. You can have your land back. And why is this thing even here? It should be yours, right? Should be yours, Georgia. Good job. Honorary Hansa subject. So cheers for joining for this. I called it the many deaths of Rostov to begin with because I thought there would be many deaths. As it were, it was only the deaths of our enemies. So cheers for joining throughout all of this. We're going to take the stream down whilst I munch on something to eat. And then we'll be back in, I suppose, within 30 minutes for a really good game. A game that's been 20 years in the making with 600 plus hours of content. We are, of course, talking about Grimoire. We'll talk more about it when we fire it up. But until then, for now, it's cheers and it's cheerio.